So guys, I just want to show you this method of how to free a trapped arm when an opponent has your back. Now, I haven't found any method that is really effective, but this method I've found to be the most effective. When an opponent manages to get my back, he's stripped my primary defensive hand. He's got to here, he's probably pretty good if he manages to get to this position. So from here, it's not going to be easy because he's a pretty good opponent and maybe I'm not that good, I don't know. But if he gets to this, I haven't found anything that works every time. I've seen like the kipping method and the limp arm method, which I haven't found to be particularly effective. This seems to be the most effective out of all of them. So what I do is I use my feet very similar to the way that I would, just jump off for a second, Lockie, the way that I would do a butterfly sweep. So I use my bottom leg as a drive leg and invert my hips, invert my knees. So it all comes from this push here and bringing this knee up and over. Remember, not like this, but bringing the knee up and inverting on my shoulder. So he stripped my grip, he's trapped my arm. Now this hand, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hand on my hip just behind my ankle. So right now, it's going to be quite difficult to get past this heel. So if Lockie has my back, he's stripped the hand, he's got me locked in, what I need to do is get my wrist past Lockie's right heel. See the connection from Lockie's right heel to my hip is quite tight. So I don't want, I have to try and get my wrist under there, which is quite difficult, especially if my hips are facing upwards. Now, if I put my right hand on my hip right next to the heel, and then I switch my feet, post up that little bit, see how by inverting my hips that little bit, it's given, hopefully I don't give you too big of a crotch shot, but if you see, as I do that, that gives a little bit of space for me to sneak my hand through and past that heel. Once again, from here, if I just try and bring it up, that heel is too strong and I can't get past it. I switch my feet, use my bottom leg as a drive leg, my right hip comes up and starts to invert, giving me just a little gap to start bringing that hand through, and I can clear the elbow, reinsert my primary defensive hand. Now, if Lockie has his right heel further across me, it makes it harder. When I do that, it makes it harder. So then, but if he has his right heel further across me, this heel is more exposed for me to start trying to clear it with my top leg. So we play this dilemma game of, if the heel's over here, I can't get my leg up because his heel's too high and it's hidden, but that makes it easier for me to invert my hip, get my hand through, extend the arm. If the heel's further across, it makes it harder to get my hand through, but it makes it easier to use my opposite leg to just create some movement, and then I can get that through, obviously. Once I get to this point here, even if I'm there and he's tight, then I'm basically out, and it's just going to be a case of just wriggling and trying to either clear my hand first or my elbow first. If I clear that, you notice there we go. If I clear my elbow first, I withdraw the elbow. If I can clear my hand first, I withdraw the elbow, go again. If I can clear my hand first, I push the hand through out like that. Now again, this is not it's not like every time it works. It is a battle. It is really hard to get this freeing of the hand action. But again, I haven't seen anything that I've tried that I was as successful with compared to this. So Lockie, let's give it a little bit this time, eh? Let's try and hold it. So I'm gonna go between, I'll be trying to free the foot, I'll be trying to free the hand, and I'll be trying both of them, right? So right now his right heel's closer to my hip. So that gives me the option to clear out that way. If he crosses a bit further over, then I can start to use this to get a little bit of freedom to get my hand out that way. All right, so let's go, Lockie, see if you can hold it as tight as you can. Might take me a bit of struggling, but let's see how we go. Cool. There it is. Hope it helps. So guys, if you enjoyed this, we've got heaps more videos being released regularly just like this one. So be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and follow us for more videos.